And we should be live. Then again, I wasn't planning on doing this because I would have done this in a YouTube video, but curse storage issues, I guess, because I cannot tell if it's D outside. He just told me he was gonna go use the bathroom, but right now it's about, oh my god, 1:18. I'm definitely gonna need to make this. What's the runtime? There's a runtime. Okay, I'm gonna definitely need to make this not too long. I'm hoping not to make this an hour long, and maybe just about 30 minutes. Probably pushing at 40, but don't want to push it at 50. Hey, are you out there? Bruh, what are you doing? You son of a gun. Okay, now he's going to the bathroom, but just, So yeah, I would be filming this on a YouTube. I'd be filming it on my phone, not doing it here on Twitch, where I showcase the poster and try to feature my pops, which I am featuring my pops, but I can't show the poster because I won't be able to edit this. I don't know, I haven't tried editing a video from Twitch I downloaded on Power Director on my laptop. I should probably try that if I can. But, anyway, so, another video, well, another review. This, I think, is the second or third. Actually, no, yeah, technically the third, because the first one was with the Sugar Bear. I can't say that word on YouTube. That's not allowed, this C word, but, so yeah. There's a bunch of reviews I would like to catch up making for movies that were released last year. This would be the third. The second one was for Rise of the Beasts, which I did make recently, about like a week ago. Yeah, pretty much a week. Yeah, a week ago. Literally a week ago. And then I posted it on the 12th of June. Right now it's the 17th of June. It's 1:20. Which, Dad, if you want this, I apologize for staying up late, but just know, me and Daniel play some Minecraft after. Actually, we're gonna fix the doorknobs. I actually have a video I plan on making soon with D, where we're gonna talk about the adventure we had today. We went to go shopping for a doorknob, and instead we came back with not just a doorknob. I'm getting off topic, so stay tuned for a video of that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm aware I'm about a year late making this yet again. Like, oh my god, it's clear I'm gonna be making reviews on certain movies 365 days later or something. Like, oh god, 2023 and 2024 are just, I don't know. But anyway, so hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review on the channel. This is the first review I'm filming over on a Twitch app. And why am I using Twitch for this when I could just film regularly? As I said earlier, I have storage issues. I actually have a video to edit. I have more videos to edit to clear out storage, but the one I need to post now would be my Bad Boys Ride or Die movie vlog. Well, it's half movie vlog, half movie review. So I'm gonna try to do that if I have the time. I'm definitely gonna try to get some sleep. I don't want to stay up too late, because like, staying up late is not fun. It's not fun anymore. And my god, my fingers hurt. Cause like skin is peeling off. I don't know, like, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I should get on topic with the video because I don't want to make this too long. And I think my brother is coming. Howdy. How's it going? I would feature you in here, but I've tried convincing you, and you. Okay, I'm thinking he's just gonna chill out there until I'm finished. Hold on. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Okay, yeah, he's gone. He's dead. I definitely don't want to be too loud because it is 1 a.m. in the morning. Then again, everyone is awake. I don't know why. I just don't. Anyways, with that out of the way. So yeah, as I was trying to say, I have a video to edit, so I had enough room to film new stuff as we went to go see Bad Boys 4 again, this time with our mom. So yeah, I definitely need to edit that and then edit other videos that are causing major storage issues for me. It you know, I hate it. I hate this storage issue. Well, like you know, so yeah, I have no choice but to do it like this. And yeah, since it's now been 1 year since The Flash was released into theaters, figured why not I do a review on it, as I should have done about 365 days ago. Then again, I've already made a video of this, but I'm gonna tell you anyways, quick in a short version. So I begged my mom to get tickets, IMAX tickets for a screening that was on June 12th. I have of course made a vlog video about it. I'll be sure to put on the link somewhere around here. Actually, I'll put it right here, and then, or here, I don't know, actually it's gonna be backwards, so I'll put it in here, and then these two here will be the movie vlog, part 1 and 2 of The Flash, because I filmed 2 different parts. Part 1 was when I went to go see it with my mom and siblings, then part 2 was when I was in Florida with my brother and my dad and everyone else. So, but yeah, we drove to Seattle, and the theater I went to would be the same one I went to for the Skywalker Marathon that I did about a month ago, and yeah, we arrived there for the Flash IMAX screening event, and the whole theater was packed. I was looking forward to have another theater experience similar to Spider-Man No Way Home that I had on December 17th, 2021, when I went to go see that in IMAX 3 years ago. And yeah, I wanted to have my mom experience what I experienced. But I still don't know how the hell this had happened, where they did not have the cut of the movie. Like, I still cannot believe it. It's actually been 1 year. As of Wednesday, I cannot believe this. I am just realizing this. It's been 1 year since I had like, that was like the first ever bad theater experience I've had, and I didn't even watch a movie that day. I was left traumatized. I had so much thoughts going in my head. I was confused. I was angry. I wanted to cry. I so badly wanted to cry. I'm like, I mean, if I were a child, I probably would have not taken it well, but since I was like 17 at the time, about almost an adult, I'm now an adult now, which, my god, I still can't believe I'm 18, let alone that I've graduated, which, yeah, I did graduated recently. I'm gonna try to post a video of that as well sometime. I don't know when, but no, I just, sorry, there's something hurting right here. It's around my lip. I think it's because of my brackets. I don't know, but I still can't believe that happened. Now we did get refunds, of course, but like, just, and there was even a dude dressed up in a Flash costume. I think his costume was made out of foam. Like, no, that was a cool costume, and I could have made a costume, but I wore this instead. Which, yeah, I'm wearing a shirt for this video, for this review, but just, no, yeah, that I was traumatized. I think I didn't. I don't. If I remember correctly, I think I stayed home because I didn't want to go to school because I was just feeling like crap. It was hard to recover from. I mean, I'm glad I got it on camera, because it seems like we were the only people that didn't get the cut, while the rest of the world were able to see it on June 12th, early, just 5 days early before the movie's release. Now, we did saw it on Thursday, the 15th, with my mom and my siblings, so, yeah, at least, like, so yeah, we were able to see it, and I might as well address the elephant in the room. I'm aware there's controversy with this movie, mainly with the actor Ezra Miller. I liked the actor, but hearing what he was doing in 2022 with all the crazy stuff, which I still don't know what was all that about, yeah, I was not happy to hear about any of that. Now, of course, the DCU is dead, so I'm looking forward to see who will be the new Flash, new Superman. Actually, we already know who the new Superman. Like, I just want to know who's gonna be the new Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Green Lantern, and Flash. We already know who's gonna be our new Superman. That is David Gordon Sweat, and I think they're almost done filming. I don't know. I forgot when they started filming exactly. I think it was probably earlier this February, but still, though, just yeah, I'm aware. And I know many people. I'm aware. Actually, as I looked up before filming this, I'm aware that this movie had bombed very hard in the box office last year, and I heard it was like one of the biggest box office bombs of all time. Which, my god, is insane to me. And I guess I was shocked. I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts before I'm going into this movie, like back in 2022, I had like a thought that I was gonna cover a video about, but glad I didn't. It would be pointless. But no. So this the Flash is currently this like the sixth like on the list of box office bombs. It's at number 6 for having the biggest box office bomb in Hollywood history. It's at 6th place. So I want to know what's at 5th to 1st place. Cause god dang, like it's crazy how this. I mean, it's the second movie to bomb hard. The first one for like there's like a list of 5 biggest box office bombs of last year, if I remember correctly. Most of them were superhero movies, but one of them was uh like actually most of them were Disney movies. One of them was Wish, and Indiana Jones, Haunted Mansion, and The Marvels, which was sadly the MCU's first box office bomb. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I still need to do a review on that. I'll talk about my thoughts on that, but yeah. And then there's the Flash. So yeah, that's 5 I can name off. I just know that the Marvels at number 1, then the Flash is at 2nd. The rest I don't know where they're at exactly, but still though, like just good God, I cannot. I mean, I know why not many. I can understand why not many people wanted to go see it because the controversy. Um, I know how I was feeling, but watching the trailers did slightly change my mind somehow. Dang, I do remember a little bit how I was feeling about it, and then how I was feeling after I had seen trailers. But alright, back in 2022, this was the thought I had in my head, and I was going to make a video about it, but again, glad I didn't, because it would have been pointless. Um, I was worried if Warner Bros. Were trying to use this movie to erase the Snyderverse. Now, obviously, that was not the case, as far as I know. At least I thought I heard a rumor about that, but no, it doesn't even matter at this point because, as again, the DCEU is dead. We're heading on to the reboot territory with the DCU, and I'm pretty pissed off with the Warner Brothers still of them fumbling the DCEU. So they better not screw up the DCU. Let James Gunn do his thing, because I have faith in him. I'm sure he knows what he's doing to make sure that this universe will pretty much be 10 times better than the DCU. I mean, the DCU had potential. Sadly, Warner Brothers just had to ruin it all, which I got like a grudge against Sony and Warner Brothers. It's mainly for like superhero reasons. For Sony, it's because of Spider-Man, but WB I kind of hate more than Sony, and for WB it was because of DC. Like, oh my god, part of me wishes that Disney bought DC or Warner Bros. I don't know, or Sony. I mean, they bought 20th Century Fox for like what, $70 million? Okay, I'm getting off topic, but that was a thought I had about, and that was on my top 10 most anticipated list of 2022 until that movie got delayed to 2023, The Flash. But I had like a thought that got me worried that they were trying to use this movie to erase the Snyderverse, and I wanted to make a video that was showcasing Restore the Snyderverse. Obviously, that's not going to be restored anytime soon. I was a bit late on. I'm too late on making that. And if I did made that video, it wouldn't even matter, knowing what has now happened to the DCEU and where we're heading off next year. Actually, I would say the DCU really. I mean, I know technically Blue Beetle is slightly part of the DCEU, but when I saw that movie, it felt like, no, this doesn't feel like this is in the DCEU, because this feels like a DCU movie to me. I mean, then again, it does fit perfectly well in the DCU, even though it's certainly part of the DCEU. But, no, yeah, I would say that really started with Blue Beetle, even though Superman, which was titled Superman Legacy, but now it's just going to be titled Superman, that will really kickstart the DCU on July 11th, 2025. But, anyway, so yeah. So, just my quick thoughts and experience. So, yeah, I'm aware this movie's been in production hell for, I think, 8 years. So, and I guess it was slightly worth it, but not worth it for other folks. I don't know. We all have our personal opinions. And as I've said, I'm aware there's controversy behind Ezra Miller. I hope he's doing alright. I thought he was getting help or something, and I was shocked to see he went to the premiere of the Flash, which like, oh man, this is, I don't know. I forgot that was like a whole thing, like 2 years ago. Ezra Miller just committing crimes. But yeah, that's the thing in the past. So yeah, I wasn't gonna. Now I know I did also make a video talking about it, and I guess I did said that I want the Flash recasted. Obviously, that is going to happen. Knowing we're going into another DC universe, that is a reboot, that full on reboot. But um, so yeah, so yeah, dang, this is gonna be a bit trick. How many minutes we're going in? Oh wow, 15 minutes. Okay, all right, I should roll this up. So yeah, obviously I've seen this movie twice in theaters. One of them was in IMAX. First time was when I finally got to see it on Thursday night. Just about 4 days later, after the whole IMAX screening incident. Still shocked that's happened, but then I saw it again a few days later, I think on the 18th of June. I know I saw it in IMAX with my brother and dad and everyone else. And I have, of course, made two parts. I was going to combine them two into one video, but obviously that backfired on me, probably because of storage. But yeah, I had filmed two different movie vlogs, which again were supposed to be in one, but couldn't be able to do it because of storage. Part one was with my mom, then part two was with my dad because I was in Florida and I was going to see. And I did record my brother's reaction on the ending, which I definitely have a lot of thoughts to talk about the ending. I got some thoughts on this movie, and I know not many. I'm surprised. Like, as I posted a TikTok about the Flash now being 1 year old, as it was released one year ago, I got at least a few comments, both on YouTube and TikTok, that some folks do dig this movie. Now, it's at like a 60 something percent on Rotten Tomatoes, but it has like an 80, maybe between an 80 or 70% of an audience score. So that folks do dig this movie. I mean, I can understand why people would hate it for dumb, but for dumb and good reasons, there's reasons that are dumb, but reasons that are good that I see why. Either way, it's both. I understand why for both of those reasons, for the good and the dumb reasons, but yeah, no, I figured everyone just despised this movie, but no, I've got at least one or two, like them saying no one can convince me to hate this movie. This was enjoyable and it's not bad or I mean, it's not great. Which you know what, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. If you've seen my movie vlogs, y'all should know that I had a pleasantly good time watching this movie. And as of right now, as I just finished watching it, actually, with my brother, actually, we were watching it before we went to go see Bad Boys 4, but then when it was time to go, we paused it around when, the scene where they arrive at the Arctic. But then once we arrived back from seeing Bad Boys 4, we then finished it, and, yeah, I did just finish watching the movie, which I think is my third viewing, as I think I've now seen this 3 times. 2 times was in theaters, one time on Max. I think it's my third time I've watched this movie. And, I like it. I still like it. I mean, I know I had gave it a 9 out of 10, but my rating has definitely changed, but I still like it. I would say it's probably a guilty pleasure of me. That was a guilty pleasure movie that was released in 2023. I know why not many people enjoy it for controversial reasons or the good, dumb reasons and all that. But, I would say this is slightly a guilty pleasure for me. Now, if you were to ask me what was the best DC movie that was released last year, that goes to Blue Beetle. Okay, I'm saying that right off the bat. That goes to Blue Beetle, which kind of crazy how I almost have all the DC pops I got. Now, actually, it's crazy how I almost have the entire pop collection of the Flash. The only pops I need are just Wonder Woman and General Zod. Now, I know there's other new pops that came out, like, Barry Allen getting zapped, or Michael Keaton without his helmet. Where is it? Oh, this is a Diamond Edition collection, Hot Topic exclusive. I definitely got some of these Flash pops on my 17th birthday last year, but no, I'm shocked that I was able to like collect all these. I don't even know where I even got these two. Like, what in the heck? Like, holy crap! I don't know how I got these two. I bet they were probably from not Hot Topic, GameStop. Some of these pops, all of them, are both from Hot Topic and GameStop, but just it still blows my mind. I actually, well, almost. I can still do it, but right now I don't have enough money on me, and I've just spent some of it on some groceries. But again, that video that me and my brother will chat about. Well, that's for another time. I still can't believe I collected most of most of the Flash pops. I just need two more. That's Zod and Wonder Woman. But no, yeah, no. What I was trying to say earlier is that I pretty much got all the DC pops, almost. Not all of them where I collected, but like for each movie, I got pops for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I got pops for the Flash. I even got one pop, and it's sadly my only pop of Blue Beetle. I know there's three I gotta collect. I gotta collect two more, but no, yeah, I think there's probably four. I don't know, but I got a Funko Pop of Blue Beetle, totally worth it, and Aquaman Funko Pops of Aquaman and Black Manta. But like, no, I just like, I just realized this is telling my second time filming a review in a live stream, because the first time was for the Aquaman double review, which part of me kind of wants to redo that because I feel like I did a poor job talking about my thoughts on the first Aquaman movie. So I could do a review on that later this December. Who knows? Still, back to topic. I got really off topic about Funko Pops, but no. So yeah, as of right now, yeah, I still like it. I would say it's a guilty pleasure for me. I could be back and forth on this being DC's best movies, but what I find crazy, like, I want to know what Warner Brothers were thinking, because they thought they had a winner in their hands. I'm thinking they were on crack for thinking that, because like we've had folks like, we actually I think James Gunn was the one to say this. I mean, there's many folks saying that it's the best DC movie since The Dark Knight. Like during when folks saw this at CinemaCon at around April, people have been like, there were so many positive reviews on The Flash on Twitter. I'm like, oh my god, what's so damn good about this movie? Which, that was one thing that got me so intrigued. I mean, I know I had different thoughts about this movie before and after, like before we had gotten trailers and then after, but just no, just hearing people talk positive about this movie, I'm like, okay, what have they cooked up with this movie? What's so damn good about it? I'm actually curious now, which I think that was probably what got me more focused on then, because I was gonna see this movie either way, whether I cared about the controversy or not. I mean, just it's hard being a DC fan, but now that I think about it, I think it's probably more hard to be a Star Wars fan, because I've been hearing stuff about The Acolyte, Episode 3. I haven't seen Episode 3 yet. I've only seen the first two episodes. 8 out of 10 for me so far. I'm enjoying it. I don't know why people are trashing on it. I need to know what's going on with Episode 3, but okay, that's off topic, but still though. No, that was something that, like, people have been saying that this is the greatest superhero movie of all time, or greatest superhero movie ever made, or like, no, people were talking crazy. I have to believe that Warner Brothers paid certain folks to say good things about this movie. Like, for example, Tom Cruise said that this is what cinema needs. And I'm like, there's no way. And I think Stephen King said something positive about this as well, along with Jaden Smith, Will Smith's kid. Like, I mean, again, everyone can have their own opinions, but I have to believe that some of these folks were paid to say good things about this movie. I don't know, like, I really want to know what Warner Brothers were thinking, because they have one of their, like, they made a movie that ended up becoming one of the biggest box office bombs of all time. Like, I have questions and I demand answers, but that's like, this is not a Tom Cruise type of movie. He would not think this. There's no way. There's no way. But me, now what are my thoughts on this? For starters, no. So I know James Gunn said that he really enjoyed this movie. Good for him. That's his opinion. But I'm gonna disagree with him saying this is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Like, no freaking way. No, it's like, Is the Flash the greatest superhero of all time? No, hell no. Hell to the no. Of course not. Just having to see it, of course not. But that's not that doesn't mean I'm saying it's the opposite I because again, I actually enjoyed it the first time seeing it. I gave it a 9 out of 10, but lately upon rewatch my rating would go down, and I guess it's because I'd be thinking of certain stuff because while I do think there were many great moments in this movie, there's definitely some problems I have with this movie, and it's mainly around like the third act, I guess, because usually I'm into messy third acts. I actually enjoy them, but for this movie, this was the first time I'm like, oh wow, for once I'm not actually enjoying how this third act is going. Is that like this is I'm not it was going good, but now it's now falling apart. Which I'm gonna get to that, but I might as well try to talk about pros and cons as I try to recap the entire movie, which is about 2 hours and 25 minutes, and just you know what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna get this out of the way since I brought up Ezra Miller. So yeah, I'm aware that again I'm aware about the controversy and that he's a horrible person and all that, etc., etc. Well, though I had to admit he did a pretty good job in this movie playing two different Barry Allens. Well, technically three if you count Dark Flash, which, by the way, I want to try to get to him later, but I want to say that I dig his design. Like, I quite dig it. Even though he was slightly wasted, or just, I don't know. There's definitely a few, like, I know of a few behind the scenes stuff, or certain facts that have me a little pissed off, but just, no, I have to say this right off the bat. Despite him not being a great person in real life, because again he committed a bunch of crimes, which we don't know why exactly, but I'm hoping he's getting some help now. But no, I gotta admit he did a pretty good job playing Barry Allen in this movie, so I gotta give props to him for that. But so that's one pro I can give. Ezra Miller was pretty good. He was actually good as Barry Allen, and I don't know who's the MVP. I could go for Supergirl, but I think the MVP of this movie has to be Michael Keaton's Batman. Now, I probably have brought this up, but one time when I was watching Spider-Man: Homecoming with my mom, she kept bringing up about him as Batman. I'm like, no, he's the Vulture, Mom. What are you talking about? I had no idea what she was. I had no idea what she was trying to say until I eventually found out that Michael Keaton was the first to play Batman in the movie. Like I finally understood what she was trying to say. I forgot how I mean, I slightly remember how I found out, but I don't know how long ago I found out, but I was shocked and like, oh, so this is what my mom was trying to tell me. Okay, now I see why she kept bringing him up as Batman, cause like I thought she was like, are you, Mom? I think you got it mixed up or something. Like, oh, I see what you're talking about because she grew up with Michael Keaton's Batman. I mainly grew up with Christopher. Damn, I'm mixed up the names. Christian Bale's Batman. That's who I grew up with, and no, yeah, I watched the Batman movies for the first time in preparation for the Flash, and I think the first, and I of course made a double movie review on that, but I definitely think that the first was better than the second movie, as I gave like the first an 8 out of 10, then the other one a 7 out of 10. But no, yeah, I enjoyed him as Batman, although I don't think he was in it much as Batman in both movies, as far as I know, because like both of those movies were actually more focused on the villains. Like Tim Burton was mainly focused on the villains because like they basically weren't like Batman movies. They were pretty much just Batman movies, but mainly focused on the villains of those movies, like Joker or the Penguin, along with Catwoman. But still, though, I did enjoy watching both. But no, Michael Keaton was definitely. I think we can all agree that Michael Keaton was the best part, or definitely one of the best parts of the Flash, because he kicked ass. He definitely kicked ass in the Arctic scene, and or not Arctic scene in the Arctic. Well, okay, Arctic scene, I guess, but no, Michael Keaton was definitely one of the best. Like I didn't grow up with Michael Keaton. My mom did, but I could see, I could see now. And yeah, he kicked ass. Uh, he was definitely one of the best parts of the Flash. And I'm like, I was definitely sad about how he died in this movie. I'm like, oh my god, I don't, no, are you kidding me? Now he technically dies twice. First time, uh, his ejector seat was busted, so he just tries to crash his jet into the Kryptonian ship, which is sadly protected. So that was basically a pointless death. I was not a fan of that. So the berries go back in time, and yeah, Batman doesn't shoot the ship, although his ship goes down. But the second time he died was much more better. Like that was much more better than the way he died the first time. But I was still not happy he got killed off. No, like it's definitely interesting, but almost slightly confusing about this whole thing, because this movie is taking inspiration of the Flashpoint paradox, which I did also watch the animated movie in preparation, just to do in comparison. I've heard stuff, but I then watched the movie for the first time, actually, pretty much for the first time last year, and I'll say it's rather bad. I definitely think they should have followed the source material. Now, I I dig I dig what they were doing here, but I do I do think the source material was better. As in, like, if I had to pick which Flash movie was better, I'll go with the animated one, which actually came out 10 years ago. Around, if it were 2023. Right now it's probably 11 years old, but yeah, it came out 10, 11 years ago. But just, no, like, that could have been a better way for a proper send off on the DCEU, but we ended it off with Aquaman: The Last Kingdom. I don't even know if that takes place before or after the Flash. I mean, then again, some of these movies were supposed to take place certain times, but the pandemic screwed up a lot with movies on time frames and all that. Like, I think the Shazam was supposed to come out after the Flash, which would have explained why they had new suits. But just, yeah, but anyways, still though, no, that I think the best moment Michael Keaton had as Batman was just him fighting off Krypton. Just seeing, I mean, I know this is all DC, but just seeing a different DC character fight off like a different DC, like this DC character is from a different universe, and he's fighting off this DC character that's from a different universe. I don't know. It's just mind blowing to see characters from different universes interact with each other. Similar with the three Spider-Man and No Way Home. Just seeing three different Spider-Man that are from different universes in the multiverse. Like this is mainly a multiverse movie. I mean, it slightly is involving time travel, but it's mainly a multiverse, which I kind of get it, but still don't get it on how he ended up just going back in time, yet ending up getting himself into a different universe where he interacts with himself, a young Barry Allen, who actually, speaking about Barry Allen, I know some folks thought he was like annoying in this movie. I actually enjoyed the dynamic between the two Barry Allens in this movie. That's another pro I can give off. That was something I enjoyed watching The Flash. Seeing the interaction between Barry Allen, present, and the past Barry Allen, who's immature. Oh, howdy, D. Oh, you got another popsicle. You didn't get me another one? Damn you, but okay. Anyways, you want to say, oh, wow, you actually... How did you do that? You used teleportation. Wowza. Okay, anyways.
Oh, it broke.
I know it broke. I'm still going to eat it. But anyways, so, actually, D, I know you don't want, I know you didn't agree to be in here, but can you at least tell me your thoughts on The Flash? Anything? Oh, shoot. I'm sure it's fine. Any thoughts? You don't want to say? What about Mike Keaton's Batman? Ah, damn.
He kicked ass in the movie, that's for sure. It's just so
Oh,
sad
yeah.
he died.
No, yeah, as much as I really enjoy, I mean, Mom grew up with him. I didn't. I'm a newcomer to him on his take with Batman, but like, no, he was awesome. He was awesome in this movie. And I'm upset he died. well, this universe. I mean, I find it interesting with this universe because yeah, he did went time travel, yet somehow ended up in a different. I mean, whatever he did, kind of scrambled the universe. I don't know. I mean it has me thinking, but like I'm like confused a little bit still. Sorry, I was ridiculous. It's very cold on this with my fingertips, but no. I'd say he went out with a bang, just taking out that Kryptonian, even though he came back alive afterwards. But no, like no, but it's I don't know. It's mind blowing. Just like we're in a multiverse era with super movies, and I'm just thinking about the Infinity era. I missed the Infinity Stone era in the MCU, but now we're like in the multiverse, not just the MCU, but with other superhero movies. Oh, apologies. Now I look like a chipmunk. Oh, it's cold. Oh, oh, it's super cold. I'm just noticing an 11 is right down the Stranger Things 4 poster. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but no, yeah, he kicked ass. But I'm still upset how he died. I mean, it's upsetting how this universe died, which, yeah, I understand why, but if you've seen the original animated movie, technically, certain characters, as I told you earlier, certain characters in that movie, they end up dying as well. So, like, it is taken. So just having to see how it went, I was like, oh god. I mean, this is this is slightly, even though they're doing things differently, like how instead of Superman, who will be skinny because he hasn't had his son, they're using Supergirl, and instead of Batman's dad, they're using Michael Keaton's Batman. So they switched up the things a bit. It is the storyline, the paradox storyline, but they just change things up a bit. I am curious. I actually want to know whose idea was it to bring back Michael Keaton, because props to them, because he was like I'm thinking some Michael Keaton Batman fans were very pleased to see him one more time on the big screen. I got to see him on the big screen. I was like, I'm a newcomer, but like no, props to them. Even though I still suggest they should have gone with the source material, because then it would give off a proper send off to the DCU. Because I'm not a fan of how this movie ended. Because I guess upon rewatch, I then thought about it, and I'm like, oh, now that I fully made up my mind, I'm not a fan of how it ended. But I'm gonna get to that later. I'm trying to remember like certain stuff I would like to talk about, like the opening scene, D. Like there were definitely some funny moments in this movie, but oh my god. That one scene, I mean, I know people have made a big deal about it, where he puts a baby in a microwave, and knowing the controversy behind Ezra Miller, that kind of made it a whole lot worse. Like, oh my god, Jesus Christ, me. I mean, what, like, any thoughts with just all of that?
I just thought it was crazy, so.
Oh no, yeah, I mean, I mean, that I guess it was bad timing, just overall bad timing. Anyways, so no, yeah, but no, I definitely enjoyed Supergirl. Despite to joke aside about like, I'm aware that I made some videos of me simping for Supergirl. I mean, everyone was simping for her. I just admit I was God. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You heard me. I was simping for Supergirl. I'm sorry. What can I say? She's Latina. Well, the actress that plays her is Latina. Which have you seen the video of when she got casted as Supergirl? You remember that video? No, yeah, that was definitely a heartwarming video. So just it was definitely cool seeing Supergirl. Even though I don't know what I'm more upset about with how Batman died, or how they kind of did her dirty. I mean, I wish he had a little more screen time, but I did say that he got spoiled about her on TikTok. I just remember now. Like, there's something about it, and I'm like, wait, what? I shouldn't have saw that, though. Well, I definitely enjoyed Supergirl. Sasha Kaye killed it. She was badass as Supergirl. Uh, I thought she was kind of done dirty, especially by Zod. And D, you mentioned something about, was she stronger like Henry Cavill's Superman?
Wait, what?
No, you mentioned earlier when we were watching it about her being not strong enough to kill Zod or anything.
Well, I didn't know. It seemed like it.
Well, they are Kryptonians. They technically share the same. Well, I mean, Superman. Actually, I don't think Superman is stronger than all of them because he got like an enhanced thing. I mean, they all have the same abilities, but Superman's kind of got it. But technically, Supergirl as well because they were the only survivors to escape Krypton from being. So yeah. I'm sorry. We're just addicted. We did get this when we were at Walmart. Again, I'm gonna make a video talking about how we went from Walmart only to grab a doorknob, but instead we came out with 2 bags and a thingamajig that contains about 16 drinks. But I was like pissed of how Supergirl was like. I thought she was kind of done dirty. I mean, I was like. The third act, I might as well talk about the third act. I'm going to try to remember certain parts of the movie, but I might as well just skip a bit on certain scenes. I was enjoying the third act, but once Zod had stabbed her, that's when it all fell apart for me. But then we were getting back up, like, okay, now I'm enjoying it again once y'all just went back in time to save Batman and Supergirl, but then it all fell apart again when Supergirl had died. And I just thought that she was done dirty. So, that might be a slight nitpick. Or potentially a negative. But I definitely enjoyed Sasha Calle as Supergirl. And I just realized, I forgot. We have a new Supergirl casted for the DCU. So, yeah. It's a shame we never got to see Sasha Calle share the screen with Henry Cavill. Which, okay, I gotta say something about this. Because this is kind of crazy. How everyone is just preferring Henry Cavill over everything. Look, I loved Henry Cavill Superman. Like, oh god. I'm still upset over that Black Adam post-credit scene, but hey, at least I got to see him one last time as Superman. But just, it's time we all move on. I mean, folks are like crashing on James, like, good lordy, what has happened to the I don't know what has happened to DC at this point. Because, like, everyone just wants, I understand why, but I sadly have moved on. I must let go. As I welcome David Cornsweet. I'm going to miss Henry Cavill as Superman, but I welcome David Cornsweet, as I'm going to give him a chance. Not that I'm down or anything. No, I'm giving, like, I basically have sadly said goodbye to the DCEU because DC have already screwed it. Not DC, Warner Bros. Have already screwed it up. So, I hope to God they don't do the same for the DCEU, which is why I have faith in James Gunn. He's going to make sure that the DC is at top again. At the same place as Marvel. Well, technically, Marvel's not chilling at the moment. They're kind of in shambles. Oh god, I hate saying that. MCU is in shambles. I'm annoyed with that. I don't want to say that, but Marvel isn't currently doing. Marvel currently isn't doing well at the moment. Like last year was kind of a rough one. I mean, I'd say 2021 was the best year for Marvel content. Wouldn't you agree, D? Wouldn't you agree that 2021 was the best year for Marvel content?
I guess so.
No, I would agree. I mean, I enjoyed the Marvel content we got in 2022, but 2023 was a bit of a, like, it kind of went downhill after 2021. Like, we were good in 2021, but then 2022, and then 2023. Oh, what happened there? But we're not talking about Marvel. We're talking about The Flash. My movie review on The Flash that I should have done about a year ago. What was I saying before I got off topic? Alright, just like it's time for us to move on. The DCU is dead, and now I will not. Now I don't know who's the better Superman. I like all interpretations equally. I like Henry Cavill's version. I like Brandon Ruth's version. I don't know if that's his name, but I like his version of Superman. Technically, that I grew. I mean, I technically grew up with him, but also with Henry Cavill, slightly, sort of Henry Cavill. But I did grow up with him. Technically, his movie did came out in my birth year, 2006, Superman Returns. But yeah, I do like all of them equally, but the best versions would probably have to be Taylor something something. I forgot what was his last name, but I think the best Superman. Like, I mean, technically, we really don't have a bad Superman actually. Now I think we don't have a bad Superman, but I love all versions. One from Superman and Lois. I need to catch up with season 3 because season 4 comes out later this year. I definitely enjoy Henry Cavill's version. I'm going to miss him. Oh my god. He even announced his return on your birthday, D.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I love all versions of Superman. Same can go for Batman's, by the way. Although I think Robert Pattinson is the best one at the moment. It's either Robert Pattinson or Christian Bale. But I definitely love all versions of Batman as well. All actors that have played different Batman. I don't know about the one that was in Batman and Robin, because I've not seen that movie. I don't know if I plan on watching it. We shall see if I cave in, but I'm gonna talk about him later because he's in the ending. But just no. The third act, I wasn't liking how those guys were getting, how Batman and Supergirl were getting killed off, but knowing what happened in the Flashpoint Paradox, technically it's slightly being in line for where everyone is dying, but Barry can still save everyone if he just goes back in time and just undo the one thing he did. And here's what really carries the movie for me, and is honestly just the best part. I mean, I'd say there are great moments in here. I don't know which ones to pick, but the one thing that carried this movie for me, and that made me like, okay, yeah, I dig it. No, this is what made me love the movie or like it. Whether it's love or like, I don't know. I'm in between. I don't hate it. As I've said, I definitely enjoy it, and it is Barry's love for his mom, because that's something he does, as in the Flashpoint Paradox storyline. He goes back in time to save his mom, because he technically lost both parents on that day. One was killed by Reverse Flash. Sorry, that was a hiccup there, or a burp, or both. While his dad was framed for a crime he didn't commit because they thought he killed his mom, so he went to jail. I'm sorry, give me a sec, I'm almost done. Alright. And around that last moment where when he takes out the tomatoes can out of the shopping cart, that whole moment where he's just chatting with his mom while she thinks that there's a complete stranger that, just no, that whole entire moment, no, that what just sealed the deal for me, I guess. And actually, I was kind of in a chokehold. I was almost getting teared up just watching that for the first time on in theaters. But I thought that was like just the moments he had with his mom. I thought those were like the best parts of this movie. But that one scene at the end was definitely, I'd say, was like the best scene of this entire movie, and that's what made me enjoy The Flash, because I happen to be a mama's boy, and just seeing that and thinking of how much I love my mom, just like, yeah, that's the deal for me. That's why I enjoy this movie, just for that scene. I mean, there were definitely other scenes I enjoyed, but for that scene alone, that's, yeah. So while I can understand why certain folks dislike it for like dumb but good reasons, you could try to convince me to hate this movie, but I enjoy it for what it was. Although I will say this, I do think the original is better than this. I do like what they were pulling off here with whatever they did. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's like what Max Lord said: life is good, but it can be better. Life is good, the Flash movie, but it can be better. The original source material, and you know what? Might as well bring up about the villain. I don't know what certain moments I could bring up, because overall, just as I was rewatching this movie, I really was enjoying myself rewatching it. Like, okay, yeah, I'm enjoying it, because like originally I did give this a 9 out of 10. Right now I have it. I think my second viewing, I had it like an 8.5, but then right now, as of right now, it's an 8 for me, because there are definitely some issues I have, and I've already mentioned about some of them, like Batman dying. I was not happy about that because he was so badass in this movie. But Supergirl, no, that was definitely one of the things I was looking for the most, and I thought she was kind of done dirty in this movie. And the ending is definitely, I think, my biggest negative I have for this movie, because I'm not a fan of how this ended. But before I get to that, I want to actually say that for last. Yeah, like there's definitely some stuff that I'm like, oh damn, now just making me wish y'all should have done the source material. And D, you remember what I told you earlier about who killed Barry's mom?
Yeah, you told me it was Reverse Flash.
Yeah, the director confirmed himself, who did make a cameo in this movie, by the way, that he was there that killed his mom. And I saw folks online that were pissed because, like, I understand why. And in fact, I will agree with y'all. I mean, me personally, I didn't enjoy what they did here, but I will agree with y'all, with everyone, that they should have followed the source material. But no, yeah, like I'm hoping James Gunn can bring us. I mean, I know technically, we already have a live action Reverse Flash. That's in the CW Flash, and actually, now that I think about it, oh my god, I think this is has to be the biggest fumble for this movie. Not having Grant Gustin at least make a cameo for this movie. Now, I just had this dumb thought that, oh, maybe he could have played like Barry, a different variant Barry Allen, but that I thought, like, no, wait, that's slightly dumb, but no, either way, Grant Gustin should have at least been a part of this movie. He should have. I mean, I don't know how. No, actually, no, yeah, it's easy. He could have been a cameo for this movie. It's like, no, that I think that has to be the biggest fumble. Warner Brothers and DC, like, no, they should have had brought him. Like, you know who I'm talking about, right? Grant Gustin. Dave, do you know who I'm talking about? Grant Gustin. Does that name ring a bell?
No.
He plays the Flash in the CW show. Have you not seen the CW Flash?
I don't know if that's.
Okay, don't mind him. He's watching TikToks, which that's what if you're hearing background noises, that's on his phone. Which I will say this: he's the best Flash out there. Even though I haven't watched his show, it's been like a while. I've heard that it's gone bad after a few seasons, and that it ended as of last year, which I feel left out. But I'm definitely gonna try to catch up. But no, I enjoyed Ezra Miller's take, but I'll agree with y'all as well on this take, and that is Grant Gustin being the best Flash out there. But yeah, I think that's the biggest fumble. They should have at least included him in this movie, because he's played the Flash for like 8 seasons. How many seasons are there? 10? Actually, D, how many seasons are there of the CW Flash?
I don't know.
Can't you ask Google?
I don't want to do that right now, guys.
Bruh. Still, I think there's like 8 or 10 seasons. I forgot how many exactly, but no, I'll say this. They definitely should have included them in here. But they didn't, so that sucks. But, damn it, I forgot what I was going to say, because I did slightly get off topic bringing them up, but, I mean, that was technically related. No, yeah, no, okay, now I remember. We do technically have a live action Reverse Flash, but he's in the CW show. I hope we get to see both the Flash and Reverse Flash fight on the big screen in the DCEU. I'm hoping James Gunn can pull that off. And same could go for Shazam versus Black Adam, because I've badly wanted to see that. And just, oh my god. James Gunn, I'm begging you. Please. Like, I know it's much to ask, but just, oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, there's gonna be so yeah. As I've said, I've enjoyed myself watching this movie, and yeah. All right. I might as well bring up about the villain, which will be Dark Flash, and yeah, his entire body is made out of just Kryptonian spare parts, I guess, but just I I dig his design, and I was actually definitely looking forward to see him in this movie, but he didn't. I was sad he didn't have enough screen time, and just I forgot what I said exactly. I know what I slightly said about him in my movie vlogs, but just I just know that part of me was like disappointed, as in just like I wanted to see more of Dark Flash, or just I mean they didn't have like a fight scene at the end because they just were chatting about how like we must stop this. You're screwing this up. I'm almost close. I'm almost close. You're getting in my way and stuff. Like just no. I definitely well even though I was slightly not slightly even though I was feeling underwhelmed with the third act, I was enjoying the interaction between the three Barry Allens with the Flash, then uh, Barry Allen, and then Dark Flash. I was enjoying the conversations they were having with each other around like that final around that final battle in the Chromo Zone or whatever it was called. But no, yeah, I well just to say it right there. I dig his design. Wish he was in the movie more often. I thought he was like just the way he looked, his whole appearance. I thought was cool. I just I don't know. I guess I just wish he was in the movie more or something, but just I don't know. But I guess he was like a slightly disappointing villain or something. I don't know. I forgot. I slightly forgot what I said about him in my movie vlogs, but I just know that I basically I wanted to see more of him. I wanted to see more of Dark Flash. And as for Batman, I even brought up about Ben Affleck's Batman. Um, I'm aware that did not want to play him anymore, but that he thought he nailed it, like going like his outing on the Batman and the Flash. I would agree. Okay. Oh, now I remember one more thing to bring up before I like bring up the ending. So we do get a Wonder Woman which oh right no yeah there is a Funko Pop of Wonder Woman. So yeah, Wonder Woman does pop up in this movie, and hearing her theme song, yeah, she has a cool theme song, but I now understand why folks are annoyed hearing that play over and over again whenever she pops up. And it's crazy how she popped up in Shazam 2 and The Flash. So yeah, but just no. I now can see okay, now it's starting to get annoying just them rehashing the theme song whenever she pops up. And I've heard some folks are not a fan of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman because she can't act or whatever. Not to say I don't know. I like her as Wonder Woman. I don't know. I'd have to. I gotta rewatch the Wonder Woman movies, especially 1984. I know not many people enjoyed that. I somewhat enjoyed that, but I definitely gotta rewatch the DCU movies because I would like to do a video talk about just my experience with the DCU now that it's dead as of last year when Aquaman 2 had came out. But still, though, just so yeah, and that whole scene where Batman had that lasso, and then the Flash came in when he said, "I know about sex, but never experienced like no." Again, there was some funny moments in this movie, especially when other Barry Allen got to try out his powers for the first time, and I did enjoy that scene where that song, I forgot what was it called, but it's in the Astro Boy movie. I definitely enjoyed how he was like trying his powers for the first time, and then once he had to slow down, his clothes were burning. Then he was butt naked. Oh my god. But yeah, again, there were funny moments in this movie I enjoyed. But that one baby in the microwave, oh my god. Bad timing for that. Just bad time. My hair is greasy. Good god. I need. Oh my god. Why is my hair greasy? Jesus. But anyways, oh my god, we're over 59 minutes long. Jeez Louise. This. No, I. Oh my god. Okay, I need to wrap this up. So, yeah, I think I brought up some of my pros and cons with this movie. Now I just want to talk about the ending, because my god. That. D? tell me your thoughts on the ending.
Hmm?
Tell me your thoughts on the ending.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm not.
Just as quickly.
No!
Please, Freddy,
No.
please. Oh, okay, fine. I'm doing myself. Okay, so I wish I got my reaction for this in the theater, and I bet, like, if actually, at least tell me your thoughts when I went to go to the fan event and they didn't have the cut there. How shocked were you when I told you about that?
What?
About the Flash event where they didn't have the cut when I went there on June
Yeah.
12th.
Didn't you tell me something about that, guys?
Yeah, well, what were your thoughts on that? Or did you never tell me your thoughts about that?
I don't know if that.
Oh my god. If they had the cut, I bet I could have had some cheer clapping moments, and I know for sure the entire theater would have lost their over, damn, I forgot his name, but no, like, I could not believe he showed up at the end. I forgot his name, but like I would say we had three different actors of Batman in here, but technically that like I don't know his name. Damn it. I knew his name. I'm terrible with names. I've said this many times. I am terrible with names, but I'm very good with faces. But just technically, he's supposed to be Tim Burton's Batman in the Tim Burton universe. We technically had three different actors that played Batman in Tim Burton's universe. Michael Keaton was in two movies. Well, we had, damn it, I forgot his name. He was in Top Gun Maverick, but he was in Batman Returns, and then we had the other actor. I forgot his name. I can't remember his name, but he was in Batman and Robin. But like, even though that Batman was pretty much recast twice, it's supposed to be Tim Burton's Batman in the yeah, it's supposed. It's like, oh, I don't know. You get. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I have trouble trying to explain things, but just I could not I could not believe he showed up. Like, holy freaking crap! I was like, what the fuck? And Barry even was like, who the is this? Just. But I eventually, after just settling in, I then made up my mind and just like I know how that happened, and I know why they did this. For how it happened, oh, Barry did undo what he did, but he did something that helped his dad get out of jail, because he was trying to prove his dad's innocence, and thanks to him making like, yes, he did took the tomato cans out, but he still changed something. He may have not saved his mom, but he did. He changed something in the past that would have had his dad get out of prison. Therefore, he screwed up the universe again. Well, technically, he's now in another. He's stuck in another timeline or whatever, and he's stuck with this version of Batman. And actually, there were three different versions, three different endings for this movie, and one of them was playing in theaters. The other one would have been Supergirl and Batman coming to court to meet up with Flash. Then another one would have been, I think one of them would have been there as well. But also, Henry Cavill would have met up with Sasha Calle's Supergirl. And instead, they landed with this ending, which I'm not a fan of. And I'll explain why. For why they did this, I know why they did. Because just it was a funny cameo scene. And actually, speaking about cameos, I almost forgot to bring this up. I'm usually into cameos, but with how they pulled off bringing certain DC characters around, like that crumble scene where different DC worlds were colliding, I was not a fan of how that was executed. And I heard a rumor that some of that was they used AI for that. And I did tell you this, Dave. You were like, wait, what? So, I don't know if it's true. I have to double check. But I heard a rumor that they used AI for some of that sequence there. I don't know if it's true. I heard a rumor about it, but the studio. There's another thing that slightly leaves a poor taste in my mouth, and that is they didn't like talk to the family members about bringing their beloved ones that played certain characters onto the movie. Like for example, Christopher Reeves that played the original Superman. If I remember correctly, I don't think they consulted his family members about him being in the movie, and that like just basically they didn't ask permission, and they just used him without asking their permission. That just I don't know. I heard something about that, not just for Christopher Reeve Superman, but also the other Superman. There's like we saw like a few different Supermans in this movie, and a few different Batmans and one different Flash. Like so, I don't know. Just hearing some certain stuff about this movie left a poor taste in my mouth. So, and with the whole cameos of seeing Christopher Reeve's Superman, but also Supergirl, a different version of Supergirl, a more accurate one. Now, I don't care if she's not accurate. I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever. I'm fine with blonde or Latina, whatever. I don't care much. I mean, I do care much for common accuracy, but for Supergirl, I'm actually fine with that. And is it because of me simping for Sasha Calle? No, totally not. Okay, maybe, but overall, no, like, I'm fine with how she looks. I know some folks were complaining about her casting, but just, no, I didn't care one bit. I was down with it either way, but I know that the actress that was in Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon season 1, I know that she's the new Supergirl, and she's pretty much gonna be playing a more accurate one. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Like, there's some stuff I'm fine with accuracy or no accuracy. That depends on the character. For Supergirl, I'm fine. I don't care much. But for damn, I can't think of another example. But basically, I don't care for accuracy unless it overall depends on a certain character. If it's like this certain character, I'ma want accuracy on this. But if it's this other certain character, I'm fine with no comic act. Like I don't care much, cause like maybe this is better than the comic version or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but no, I was slightly not digging the cameos. Like I don't know. I just was not vibing. Although there was one that I gave a pass on, and that was Nicolas Cage as Superman. I think wasn't Dad shocked to see Nicolas Cage as Superman in this movie? I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know, but no, and I think that was another spoiler I got, but that's one pass. I'm giving that one pass, even though if I remember correctly, I don't think Nick Cage was aware that he was in the movie. I don't think he was even there. They probably CGI'd him, which, I need to bring up about the CGI in this movie, but I'm bringing it up in a sec. But for that cameo, that gets a pass for me because we got to see, because Tim Burton was going to direct a Superman movie, but that sadly got canceled. So it was just good. It was just cool to see Tim Burton's version of Superman. Because when you think about it, we had got to see both versions of Superman and Batman from the Tim Burton universe. We got to see Tim Burton's version of Batman and Tim Burton's version of Superman. So, yeah, that's the one cameo I actually enjoyed seeing. I mean, I know I saw the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, but just, I don't know, I was just not a fan with how it was executed or something. Not executed. I just wasn't vibing. Like, I guess it just didn't feel right. The cameos just didn't feel right, whether they needed to be in the movie or not. Overall, I guess it just didn't feel right. But the Nick Cage one, Nicolas Cage Superman, that gets a pass for me. But as for the CGI, okay. I bet this has to be definitely in everyone else's negatives. Are like, oh, another negative I have for this movie: the CGI was bad, sloppy, blah blah blah. What are my thoughts on the CGI? Is it bad? Yes, I'm aware it's bad. I'm aware it's not the best CGI. It's not the greatest looking CGI like the CGI we have for the Avatar movies or for the freaking Planet of the Apes films. But let me tell you how I feel about it. I don't care. I actually do not care. I do not care that it's bad or good. It's kind of weird how I don't give two craps about the CGI for this movie. I'm aware. Yes, I'm aware it's bad. It's wacky. I mean, technically, it's supposed to be in Barry's perspective. It could have not looked like that the entire movie, but I'm not gonna have that as a negative. I'm actually yes, again, I'm aware it's bad, but I just don't care much. I'm just perfectly fine with it. I'm not gonna count it as a negative, because I guess you could say that gets a pass for me because I just don't care. I'm fine with it. It's not a problem for me. It doesn't bother me. I'm aware it's bad, but I don't care. I'm fine with it. What I'm not fine with was how they ended the movie. Because that's how the DCU ends. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, no, this could have been I have a few different ideas how this could have ended, whether that involved Flash with the Justice League, but then the movie ends like the ending shot would have been him running towards the camera, or they should have just um d- done the other two endings, or better just do the original storyline. As I've said, I will agree with most folks that they should have just don't they definitely had they had it all there. Instead, they went with another direction for this movie. Like I've seen fan castings of this one dude that's from The Walking Dead as Batman's dad, and no, just having that see that anime movie, it is actually pretty. I mean, it's quite brutal. I forgot what rating I gave it. I think it was like an 8 or 9 out of 10, but it's actually pretty good. The storyline, that is adapted very well. I don't read comics, unfortunately. I'm not only a fan by the movies, but that was well adapted here. It's a multiverse movie with time travel elements. Yeah, and the post credit scene, I couldn't tell that was supposed to be like a setup for Aquaman 2, but I was like, oh my god, because the way Aquaman was drunk and just now, I probably felt annoyed, but for my third viewing, I think I gave it a pass. Okay, I'm now fine with this, because I liked how Barry was explaining to Arthur about how they're all the same, but they looked completely different. Which, again, it's fascinating to me how we just have different variants of these superheroes when we know that these are different actors that played them. Like for example, the Spider-Man, Toby, Andrew, and Tom that have played the same character, but in different universes. Tom's in the MCU, Andrew was in another universe, then Toby in another universe. So I don't know. It's interesting how we're in this multiverse era, but eventually it's gonna come to an end. It'll probably end once Secret Wars comes out. I may miss it, knowing how, I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting time being in the multiverse era where I just missed the Infinity Stone era. But anyways, I think, yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about for the Flash. My overall thoughts, yes, it's not one of the greatest movies ever made or anything like that. It's definitely not the greatest superhero movie of all. Not like me and D have agreed that this is not the greatest superhero movie of all time. No, you have to be on crack for just I don't know what WB were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking, but that doesn't mean that I think it's bad. Me personally, in my opinion, I enjoyed it. I would have this higher in my ranking for DCU. I definitely do need to do a DCU ranking, but still though, overall, I still enjoy it. 1 year later, and for my rating, as I've said earlier, it's gonna be an 8 out of 10 for me. It was a 9, but it went down just because of that. It's mainly because of the ending. The ending slightly ruins it, and I just didn't like how it ended. That's not a proper end to the DCEU, and the ending we have is, and actually the last shot of the DCEU is just Orm eating a sandwich with a bug and enjoying it. But I'm gonna prefer Aquaman saying I am Aquaman, because it's funny how the MCU began with I am Iron Man and the DCEU ends with I am Aquaman. I find it funny there, but still though, just so yeah, yeah. That's all. I think that's all I have to say for the Flash, which I should have made this about a year ago. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on the movie that is now 1 year old. Be sure to let me know those comments down below. I know there's pretty much. I'm probably wrong on this. I'm assuming there's like at least a 65% folks that enjoy this, while the other percentage don't. I know I got a comment of like, "Oh, you poor thing," which I don't get why they said that. What's wrong? Was it because I saw the movie? I saw the movie. I enjoyed it. There was some stuff in here I had issues with. Definitely with the ending. That's the one. That's probably my biggest negative. I have is the ending. But I get like I'm just overall conflicted with the ending. I get why they brought in that actor because it's supposed to be like a funny cameo, but this is supposed to like this is not a proper send off to the DCEU. So just yeah, I'm not a fan of it. And I apologize if you hear background noise from my brother's phone as he's watching TikToks. I am almost done though, D. I'm literally about to wrap up. But after this, actually, what are we gonna do? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know on camera here. I am recording live, but yeah, be sure to let me know thoughts down below on the Flash movie. I definitely need to do actually. Oh yeah, I did. This is my how many reviews have I done for 2023 this year? There's Shazam, Sugar Bear, Rise of the Beast, and now this. So that's like about two DC 2023 DC films reviews I've done. Now I need, well, technically three. There's one more I need to do, and that is Blue Beetle. I'm definitely gonna review Blue Beetle around August, which again, that's the best DC movie we've gotten in 2023. My least favorite would probably be Shazam 2. I mean, I enjoyed all DC movies that came out last year, but the best one is Blue Beetle. And I'm happy to know we're getting a series. It may not be a sequel, or I mean, we may not get a trilogy, but hey, at least it's a continuation, even though James Gunn's not going to include Blue Beetle into the DCEU. But me, I'm included because it didn't feel like a DCEU movie to me. Even though it technically is in the DCU, it felt like more of a DCU movie to me, which is weird. I'll talk about my thoughts on that when I do a Blue Beetle review in August. But anyways, I'm now gonna go put my I can't talk correctly. I'm now gonna go put my Funko Pops away and try to download this and go change the doorknob. We need to fix the doorknob. That's why we went to the store to go get a doorknob, and we ended up getting snacks so we could watch X-Men 97 together later today. But anyways, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry to make this about an hour long. I had no choice. I had storage issues, unfortunately. I'm going to do something about it. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next movie review, which will either be a random review or a movie review that is for a 2023 movie. But as always, peace out.